Christine, jump on in here.
Yes, hi everyone. Thank you for hearing my question. So yes, my main problem with, well, I come from CVT, so I call that curbing. And my main problem with curbing, I actually have a lot of problems with mixed voice or curbing. It's like, I'm a rock singer, so I know how to shout very loud, but this mixed voice thing is always a struggle for me. And the thing is, I can feel that my ventricular folds kick in every time I try to get this crying character
Yeah.
in my voice.
Yeah.
And actually, I think that's what happens. But how to get rid of that and still keep that crying character or sobbing character?
Mm-hmm. That's a really good question. And that's why I really want to answer. I saw it popping up, like, oh yeah. So first of all, the solution that I just gave to Philippe is not the solution for everyone, right? We need to kind of tailor it to match everyone. And maybe for someone else, I wouldn't go for a high larynx. Maybe I wouldn't go for maybe I would go for something that's a little bit more sobby and kind of low larynx if that's the right thing and that's going to help us. But specifically the ventricular folds, and to anyone who doesn't know what it is, let's just say a few words on that. um, if you try with me to get up from the chair but with a lot of effort, like you're really like that, okay, you're going to feel everything closing down in your throat, and it's not going to be good. It's not going to be healthy. It's not comfortable. That's your vocal folds and your ventricular folds and another few stuff all in there together. Um, so just do that for a moment with just air. That sensation of like pushing. And now just exhale, just, as you would do it when you sigh or just release air. Okay. So we already feel the difference between this one and the other. Now I want you to think that you're about to really crack up. The moment, that second before you're going to really you saw something really fun and you're gonna really laugh. So I don't know if you feel, but when you try to do that, um, your throat sometimes really expands, especially the moment before you start laughing. It's like, I really have to tell you something, but I don't want everyone to hear me laughing, but that's a little embarrassing, okay? So that sensation kind of opens up things in your throat. So what I if you're willing, I'd like you to try to demonstrate to us that you exhale with attention, exhale just normally, and then exhale with that I'm about to crack up, okay? Try it.
Okay, so the first one is
Yeah.
like this. Actually, we can almost hear some distortion there.
Yes.
Yeah, because of the ventricular folds. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah. So second,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so in the third one, I don't really get it. How to
Try it.
exhale? It's like I'm holding my air actually when I do that.
Okay, so try, yeah, but try to let it go. Try to,
Mm. Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Try it again. Good.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you noticed, but as you continue to exhale through that laughter, all of a sudden we didn't hear a lot of the air. And that's what I want you to focus on. Because when we are stressing and closing and adducting and kind of contracting everything, there's a lot of noise. And then once we release, there's a little bit of noise. But when we're really about to crack and we have that shape of our mouth,
Yeah.
right? It doesn't make a lot of sound, which shows you that there is a lot of expansion inside. It's also a lower larynx, but it's expanded. So now do the same thing when you sob. We can all try it together. It's a fun exercise. So we're gonna do the stress and then just thinking about a really sob. Okay, try it. I'm not hearing you though. So do it.
Shall I turn off my sound because everyone's trying, or do you
No, no,
want
no.
my
I want to
sound?
hear you. You are model.
Oh, I just did it.
Okay, okay. Do it again. Do it again. Yeah. Do it without a sound. Just the air. Yeah. Can you hear how quiet it is?
Yeah.
So that's the kind of cry I want you to lean into now, okay? With that sensation. So when you cry and go, I don't want it. It took away my joy. I don't really want to have it. Okay? Try with the sound. It's good. It's good. It's
Going
good.
in and out of
Yeah, it's
register.
try it again.
Can you show me a sound example
Yeah.
again? I can feel my ventricular folds are kind of kicking in again.
Okay, okay, okay. So we're gonna focus on try to exhale with that open throat feeling, and then, like someone told you, to just freeze and make the sound from there.
But the larynx is very low, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's hard for me to go up because my larynx is kind of stuck down there.
Yeah, yeah. I know, I know, I know. Do it from the top down, then. Okay. Can you imagine that little boy crying that we started to do?
Yes, better.
Yes. Yeah. So now after you did it from the top down and you had that sensation of that mix, you can go back up. So
Yeah, better.
yeah, that's it. So that's why you want to play around with it. It's a new sensation of the cry. It's slightly more lower larynx, more expanded. And it doesn't mean that you're going to have to sing with the low larynx for the rest of your life. It's just for this moment in time to kind of contrast what our body just kind of wants to, and we're saying, okay, open up.
Yeah,
Okay,
cool.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
That's really fun. Thank you, Christine, for working with Aramat on that. Um, every singer is so individual. We're all individuals. This is really interesting, by the way. Now that I've been doing these little exercises and following along here silently on mute, can you hear the difference in my speaking voice? It's like, hello, I'm the radio announcer. And it's very relaxed. Okay, granted, I didn't wake up and warm up this morning for this live stream and then tried to sing Bruno Mars, but we worked through it, and you can see that the voice warms up very quickly with the right guidance. We don't necessarily need an hour-long warm-up before we sing. It can happen in a matter of minutes if you do it the right way. And here's my voice is just giving you the proof in the pudding. I wasn't thinking about warming myself up. In fact, most of the time I was just doing this fun playing around with the shapes without making sound. There's some really fascinating stuff. Like we have this has been researched for 40 years, but we have 7 human universal facial expressions. So we're just gonna have some fun. You pop in the chat. I'm gonna make the facial expression for you. You tell me what I'm feeling. Bing. Got one person got it right already. Come on, pop in the chat. What am I feeling? Yes, surprise. You do that anywhere in the world, in the deepest jungle with the smallest population, they know exactly what you're feeling. All right, and what about now? Yeah, anger. Everybody recognizes it. Now the funny thing is, your body knows how to do this, and all these facial expressions connect to your brain. Your brain starts producing the same patterns as this emotion, whether you want to or not. And the people seeing you, they also feel that emotion whether they want to or not. It's instinctive. It happens in your brain. So we can go off onto this. This is part of the techniques I use to help people with interpretation and coaching, emotionally connecting to the song. But the point that I like to bring up is you have a lot of muscle memory. So if we go to that crying, I just said crying, but am I feeling, what am I feeling? Right? Looks like sadness, pain, upset, right? Disappointment. So we know. And if we put our face in that position, guess what goes with it? The vocal tract, right? It's going to help you find that song. So these are great keys into creating the sounds we create every day. And that's, I think, really fun. We just want to, everybody's doing multiple sound designs and multiple styles of singing in their speaking and just being alive every day. We tap into that instinctual knowledge and subconscious knowledge, and that really unlocks the path.